Most owners want an A player on their sales team, but some think that A players are plug and play. I mean, it makes sense. They've been successful in the same industry, so they should just be able to come in and start selling. But a lot of businesses don't provide an environment where that's likely to happen. Salespeople are like athletes. Tom Brady is arguably one of, if not the greatest quarterbacks of all time. So he's definitely an A player. He won 6 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots and then decided to leave New England for Tampa Bay. But what was it about Tampa that was so appealing to Tom Brady? Well, one reason was Tampa Bay's offensive scheme. In football, the offensive scheme defines how a team moves the ball. That's their process. A salesperson's offensive scheme is their sales process. It's how they move their customer through the sales funnel. Culture and coaching are important, but it's difficult for a salesperson to be successful without that repeatable sales process in place. Now, I've heard owners say that they don't use a specific sales process and they're able to sell. But salespeople must be able to establish credibility and trust to be successful. Owners do this naturally. They were there from the beginning. They created the product or the service. But hiring a salesperson would be more like taking the owner of that company and moving them to another company and having them sell that company's product. They would likely struggle without a repeatable sales process in place. One of the biggest traits I look for in a sales candidate is coachability. So coachability is going to tell me whether or not that candidate is going to be able to follow the sales process that's defined for the client. A players learn the process first. They use it religiously. They make small changes to that process as they go. But if they lose a deal, they don't sulk about it. They don't get upset. They go back to the process and they make small necessary changes to it. So if you want to hire an A player, ask yourself, do you have that process? Do you have that environment that A player would be able to thrive in? There's a reason why I chose the name Precision. We define and look for the precise candidate that a company needs. We help the company define a repeatable sales process that an A player can use, and then we train that process to their new hire, which saves leaders time. That is how an A player can be plug and play. So if you're hiring for a sales leader role or a sales position, send me a message and let's talk.